Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I'm in a different place every single time I film, but today I am actually in front of my room. I just closed the door. But yeah, so today's video is going to be about what happened after I gave birth to Marisela, after I came home, or kind of just in the hospital, but after everything, you know. I already filmed my labor and delivery video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I will put a link in the description. But the person who requested this asked me to talk about who helped me most and what happened in the hospital, and when I came home, how was I feeling. And also I want to include a story. Dario mentioned it in a Q&A we did back then, and he said, why don't you tell them about the story that happened after we came home? And I was like, well, I'll tell them in my labor and delivery video. And I never told you guys. So I'm actually going to be mentioning that today. At the hospital, the night Marisela was born, my mom and Dario actually stayed with me that night. Both of them helped a lot throughout the night. We took turns sleeping, and the nurses took Marisela for a couple of hours. So that night. So yeah, it was pretty nice. The next morning, did Dario leave? I think Dario left in the morning to go home and shower and all that kind of stuff. And then once he came back, my mom actually went home. And she came back, and then that night Dario stayed with me only, and my mom went home to sleep. My phone is ringing. Dario was a huge help. My mom was a huge help also. So that next day I went home. I went home with my mom, my dad, and Dario also went to the house, and we just hung out at home and he helped out. For weeks I was in pain because I did get stitches. I don't know if I mentioned that. I got a lot and I was in a lot of pain. Like, it was horrible. I don't know if everyone goes through that much pain, because I see some people who right after they give birth they're up and walking and going to the store. I could barely walk downstairs. I could literally barely walk to the bathroom. It was that bad. So I know everyone's different, but mine was honestly really, really bad. So my mom helped a lot. Dario would come over and he helped a lot. But for the first month, you guys know that I don't live with Dario, so honestly my mom helped out a lot. Dario was a very close second, but since I lived here with my parents and my mom was here most of the time and Dario was working, my mom helped out so much. So my mom helped me out so much, and of course, when we're new moms, we want advice and tips from everyone, and my mom was definitely helping me out with that. My mom and Dario were the ones who helped out most. So another question was I in pain? How was I feeling? Like I said, I was in a lot of pain until basically when I could actually get up and start walking normal. It was honestly until 2 weeks after, and I still had to be careful because it would still hurt once in a while, you know. So yeah, that's basically it for that. Breastfeeding wise, you guys know that I breastfed Marisela. She never took formula ever. She probably took formula 2 times her whole life and she hated it, so I just breastfed. I'm still breastfeeding, as you guys may know. So that's basically it for what happened after my labor, or after I gave birth, you know. So now I'm going to tell you guys the story that we were talking about in our Q&A. So basically, the day I came home, which was July 4th, so 2 days after Marisela was born, that night, it was around 7 p.m. Dario had already gone home. Oh my god, I feel a hair. Dario had already gone home, and I was obviously exhausted. Marisela was napping. So my dad was on the couch on one side, and then on the other side I was laying down napping, and Marisela was right beside me on the couch napping as well. So I guess we took a nap. I have no idea for how long. And all of a sudden I woke up, and I don't remember all of this. I just remember a little bit of it, but my dad told me once I woke up, he told me what had happened. So I remember waking up because I heard a noise, and it was Marisela crying. But when I woke up at the time, I like woke up and I was like, what was that noise? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I heard something, like something weird. What was it? And he was like, it was the baby. Yeah. And I was like, what baby? Like, what are you talking about? And my dad, he told me after, like I said, and he said he kind of started getting scared. Because even though I had just woken up, I should still know that I had a daughter, you know. So anyways, I guess he said, it's the baby. And I was like, what baby? My dad was like, your baby, Maricela, like she's laying right next to you. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't have a baby. And I guess I kind of started laughing. And that my dad, like I said, he kind of got scared. And then he just told me, like, you know what, just go back to sleep. Like, you're probably, like, I don't know, exhausted. Like, calm down and go back to sleep and we'll see. So I guess I laid back down and I fell asleep. And then once I woke up, I was fine. I remembered I had Maricela, which is a very good thing. But yeah, I just found that very weird. I had never heard of that. I called my doctor the next day because my mom worries about everything. So she was like, call your doctor and see if that's normal. They said they had never heard of that, but I'm guessing it's normal, you know. I was exhausted. I had just had a baby. My mind was probably still adjusting, you know. But that was very, very interesting. And I mean, if that's ever happened to you or someone you know, then let me know. But I honestly have never heard of that. But like I said, I was half asleep and tired, exhausted, like, you know. So that's probably why. But yeah, that was basically the story about when I forgot I had a child. So that was basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys next time. Bye!